Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes, please. Bring your hands to rest comfortably on your lap. With your eyes closed, slowly begin to exhale your breath all the way out. Breathe in through your nostrils, please. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach up to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, side out, let it go. With your eyes closed, press your palms together. Root down into your seat, lift up into the crown of your head. Keeping the palms pressing together, seal your lips without clenching your jaw and begin to breathe through just your nostrils. We're going to take a few breaths on your own, breathing in and out through your nose in full and complete breaths. Looking to deepen your breath, each breath getting just a little bit deeper than the last breath you took. And as you're deepening your breath, start to include that audible sensation that helps define the Ujjayi breath. In and out through the nose, tone the muscles at the back of the throat, move the breath down and up across the back of the throat so that each time you inhale and exhale, sound is stirring. It sounds like a loud whisper. It sounds like a low growl coming from the back of your throat. And that sound is filling up the space around you. The sound is becoming more rhythmic and even a little hypnotic with each breath. It has the kind of calming essence of waves crashing on a beach. This sound, this breath is what we'll use to guide us through our practice. So your Ujjayi breath, this audible breathing, heated breathing practice is what will guide us from this point onward. When you start to lose focus, if your mind begins to drift or wander, if you start to get in your head, you worry or stress or any of the things that the human brain does, find comfort and control in your breath. I like to think of the breath as creating this sort of impenetrable shield around us, right? This wall of resistance to outside forces, so that while we're here in this space, we can't be pulled away, we can't be distracted. We are in complete control of our universe as it exists on top of our mat. So we're in control of how we feel, how we learn, what we glean from our practice, the knowledge we choose to use in our practice, and all the feelings that arise from within. Let nothing outside of yourself distract or affect you. And find all of the strength and courage and resilience within yourself to stay present in this practice. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Blink your eyes open And make your way forward onto hands and knees, please. Okay, welcome. Deja, thanks for joining in. With your fingers spread wide on the mat, hands under your shoulders, you're going to lean forward into your hands a little bit and make circles around your wrists. Pressing down through your hands, make circles for 3, 2, and 1. Please circle the other way. Press down and circle for 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Turn your palms face up. Point your fingers in towards each other. Wiggle your fingers. Roll out your thumbs. Rock side to side. So you're pressing down into the backs of the hands. Your palms are facing up. You can keep wiggling the fingers and rolling out your thumbs. Rocking for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels, please. Keep your arms up. Spread your fingers wide. Close your hand tight into a fist and flick the fingers open. Close it back up. Ready? Open, close, open, close. Keep it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, come back down onto your hands. Fingers point forward. Lean forward into your hands. Keep your knuckles and fingers down. You're going to lift just your palms up. Knuckles and fingers stay down. Just the palms lift. Lower the palms back down. Ready? Palms lift and lower. We'll go for 5 lift, 4 lift, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the palms down. Now we're going to do the same thing, but come up to our fingertips. Lean forward into your fingertips. Lean forward into your hands. Press up onto your fingertips. Palms, knuckles, everything lifts. You're just on your fingers. Lower the palms back down. Let's go again. Come up to your fingertips. Lower the palms back down. Lift up for 3. Lift up 2. And lift up, hold it for 1. Press down into the fingertips. Bring your chin into your chest, cat pose your spine. Round into your back, squeeze into your glutes, tuck your tailbone as much as you can. So you're really rounding through the whole spine. Inhale, cow pose. Spin your inner thighs back, drop your belly down, lift your chest, look up, keep pressing through the fingertips. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, press to the fingertips, cat pose your spine. This is helping to strengthen our hands. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest, look up to the sky. One more time, cat pose. Exhale, round. Inhale, cow pose. Extend. Lower the palms back down to the ground. Please point your fingers back towards your thighs, palms down. Fingers point back towards your thighs. Lean forward, cat pose. Keep moving, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, cow pose, hips back, heart lifted. Exhale, cat pose, round into the spine, rock forward. Inhale, cow pose, lift into your chest, rock back. One more time, exhale, cat pose, shift it forward, press the ground away. Inhale, shift it back, hold it. Keep the hands on the ground, bring your butt to your heels, press through your palms so that your wrists and palms are lifting up. You're stretching your forearms, your palms, maybe even the hands a little bit more. Last stretch for the hands before we sit back onto the heels. Let's actually do more. Grab your wrists, make a fist. Make some circles with your right wrist for 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 3, 2, 1. Grab your left wrist, make a fist. Try not to move your whole forearm. Just your wrist moves. 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 3, 2, 1. Good. Walk your hands back behind you. Lean back into your hands. And maybe your knees start to come up off of the mat. Hug your shins in, lift your thighs up to your ribs. This can be pretty intense if you aren't practiced at it. So be mindful that you're not moving into a place of pain. Most of the time, a new stretch or a new sensation can be a little bit awkward or challenging. That is one of the reasons we practice, so that we can learn to overcome those sensations of discomfort. We can learn to grow through experience and knowledge. Lower your knees back down to the ground, please. Place the hands down, hands under shoulders. Reach your left arm out to your left, stretch out to your fingertips. Thread your left arm underneath you and lower down onto the back of your left shoulder. Lower the left side of your head down to the ground and walk your right fingertips forward out in front of you, please. Squeeze your thighs together energetically. They don't need to touch, but you're still squeezing into the midline towards each other. Draw your navel in and look up underneath your right armpit to twist. Ooh, so many snap, crackle, pops for me. I hope you get a good release of tension here too. Bring your right hand under your right shoulder and open your left arm up to the sky. Step your left foot back, circle your left arm over your head. Big breath in. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of the mat, please. Place your left hand down inside your left ankle. Look forward, rock forward, lunge. Both hands down inside the left leg. Pull your chest forward, press down to your feet. Straighten your left leg, flex your toes. Pull your hips back, flex your toes. See if you can keep the hands inside of the ankle, inside of the thigh. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Both hands inside the left ankle. Pulling your heart forward. Exhale, keeping the hands where they are. Straighten your left leg, flex your toes. Pull back into your hips. This time as you rock forward, pick up your back knee. Rock forward, inhale, back knee lifts up. Press to your back foot, stretch to your chest. Exhale, keep the back knee lifted, straighten your front leg. Okay, so you can keep your back heel off the mat so that your hips are nice and squared off. Press down into your hands, stretch out your legs. We're gonna push down really firmly into the hands and sweep your left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Press down, left leg stretches up and back. Hands down, left leg lifted. Stack your left hip over your right hip. Okay, turning your left hip up and over your right hip, pulling your left knee up to the ceiling. Press down through your hands, look back at your toes. On your next inhale, re-extend your left leg up to the sky. We're gonna hold it, left knee into your chest. Lift your thigh to your ribs, squeeze your heel to your bum, press to the hands, nose to knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Left knee into your chest, press the ground away, lift your thigh to your ribs, squeeze your heel to your bum, hold it for 3, nose to knee, 2, 1, left leg up to the sky. Bring your left knee into chest, bring your nose to your knee, bring them to tap. Step your left back, plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Oh yeah, enjoy it. Elbows back, hands under shoulders. Rather than pushing yourself up, hold yourself low to the ground and get longer here. Elbows back, feet pressed down, heart pulls forward, breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale, press it back. Take a moment, just kind of shake out the shoulders and hips a little bit. Pedal out the legs. Nod your head yes and no. Lift up to your toes and lower your knees down to the ground. Let's do the second side. Reach your right arm out to the right, please. Thread your right arm underneath you and come down onto the back of your right shoulder. Lie down onto the right side of your head. Now, once again, make sure you're holding the midline, squeeze thighs towards each other. You can reach your left hand forward and twist. Look up underneath your left armpit. Twist into your torso. Reach to your arms. Breathe. We'll place the left hand back under the left shoulder, please. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. Step your right foot back. Big arm circle. Reach your right arm over your head. Look up, lean back. Inhale. Exhale. Big step forward. Right foot sweeps over to the top of the mat. Place the right hand down inside of the right ankle. Both hands down, look forward, lunge. Right foot forward. Left leg back. Stretch through your legs. Extend through your right leg. Flex your toes. Pull back into your hips. Tone your thighs. Fold in. Let's go again. Inhale, rock forward. Press through your feet. Stretch through your chest. Lunge. Exhale, rock back. Extend through your front leg. This time, as we come forward into a lunge, we're going to pick up the back knee. Rock forward and lunge. Both hands inside the right ankle. Press through your feet. Stretch through your chest. Straighten your front leg. Exhale. Keep the back heel lifted so the hips stay squared off. Doesn't have to be both feet flat on the ground. Try to keep the lunge or the extension really long. Press down into your hands. Sweep your right leg up and back. Down dog with your right leg lifted. Three-legged dog. From here, you're going to bend your right knee and stack your right hip over your left hip. Press through your hands a lot. Try to really fully extend out through your arms. You can feel your elbows extended. You can press through your hands. Now lift your right knee up to the ceiling. Extend your right toes to the sky. Inhale. Right knee into your chest. Squeeze the heel to your bum. Bring your nose to your knee. Hold it for 5. Press down. Lift up. 4. Squeeze thigh to rib. 3, 2, 1. Send your right leg to the sky. Right knee into your chest. Rock forward, nose to knee. Lift your thigh to your ribs. Press the ground away. Hold it for 3. Good. Point your toes, Harrison. 2. Yes. And 1. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Press back. One more time. Right knee into your chest. Just tap it. Nose to knee. Press the ground away. Squeeze. Step back. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Chaturanga. Very nice job, everybody. Cobra pose. Press your feet down. Pull yourself forward. Get long. Make sure your legs are active. Elbows are pinned back. Chest and shoulders nice and open. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Press back. Take a few breaths. In through your nose and out through your nose. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through your hands. This next action is going to be really helpful for our later pose. So work on extending as well as lifting. All right, don't sacrifice the extension for the height. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Stretch back through your left leg, lifting as well as extending, extending as well as lifting. Place your left heel down in front of your right big toe. Left heel to right big toe. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Extend through both legs. Right heel to left big toe. Again, left leg lifts up, extend out through the left leg. Bring your left heel to your right big toe. And then make sure the hands are down so you can use blocks or books or soup cans or something. Maybe even have your standing leg bent. As long as you're pressing through the heels, it's okay if the knees are bent. So you want to feel that sense of extension. Lift the right leg up. Right heel to left big toe. Left leg lifts up, extend it out. Bring your left foot to your left thumb. Right leg lifts up, extend it out. And bring your right foot to your right thumb. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Go ahead and bend your knees a little bit here so that your spine has the ability to extend all the way. I'm going to bend into the knees. Give myself a chance to stretch all the way out through the spine. Heart pulls forward from a bent knee position. Exhale, forward fold. That's it. Nice, patient. Fold in, nose to knees. Inhale, press down, rise up to standing. Take your arms to the sky, please. Exhale, cactus the arms, curl back, lift into your chest. Open up your heart. Chair pose, bend your knees, sit right back down. Bring your hips as low as you can to the height of your knees. Bring your hips nice and low. Reach all the way out to your fingertips. Exhale, nice Monica, forward fold. Good, Gabe. Nose to knees. Lift up halfway. Again, unlock your knees to give you more extension in your spine. Stretch your spine along. And exhale, place the hands down. You can step or hop back. So maybe if you're stepping back, you go to plank pose. And it looks like this. Plank pose. Or if you're hopping back, you end up in Chaturanga. Lower when you're ready. Cobra pose. Press your feet down. Pull your heart forward. Downward facing dog. Take your hips up and back. Let's do this again. Right leg lifts up to the sky. Good. Right leg lifts up. Nice. So Kia, walk out. Get your stance first. Hands down. Take your left foot back further. Get longer. And bring your right heel to your left big toe. Left leg lifts up nice and high. Extend it out. Bring your left heel to your right big toe. Keep it going. Right leg lifts up nice and high. Extend it out. Nice, Harrison. Right heel to left big toe. Left leg lifts up nice and high. Extend it out. Left heel to right big toe. Last one. Good, Shanti. Right leg lifts up. Right foot to right thumb. Left leg lifts up. Left foot to left thumb. So good, everyone. Nice job. Inhale. Unlock your knees to extend your spine. Heart reaches forward. Exhale, nose to knees, forward fold. Bend, push down into your feet. Take your arms to the sky. Rise to standing. Exhale, take your elbows wide. Slide your shoulders down your back. Lift into your chest. Chair pose. Inhale. Sit back. Reach up to your fingertips. Get low. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Lift up halfway, lengthen. Option to step back to plank, or maybe this time you hop back to Chaturanga. Make sure you take the most appropriate action for you. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Good. So, Kia, walk your feet back a lot more. Keep going a lot more, like 3 big steps back. Instead of together, like back. You're going apart. You want to walk your feet away from your hands. Yeah. Now bring your feet back to hip distance apart, a little closer together. Don't bring them forward again, though. Walk them back again. And walk your hands forward. Hands forward, feet back. You just want to get longer in your down dog. So instead of being here, right, get longer in your down dog. Make it a stretch.
But I'm trying to follow you.
That's okay. Yeah, walk your hands forward. There you go. And walk your feet back a little bit. There it is. Now look back at your toes. That's it. That's exactly what you want. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Beautiful. Hold that. That's your down dog. Remember that position. Everyone rock forward to plank pose. Top of a push-up right now. Hold it here. Press the ground away. And make sure your tailbone is tucked. Your belly's drawing in. You should feel a lot of fullness in your upper back. Very good. Lift your left leg up off the ground. Bring your left knee to tap the back of your left arm. Inhale, extend your left leg back out. And again, left knee taps the back of your left arm. Inhale, left leg extends out. One more time, left knee taps the back of your arm. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Rock forward, plank pose. Press down, fill up the back body, tuck your tailbone. Feet are almost touching in this position so that you're really strong, solid plank. Lift your right foot off the ground as best you can. If you have to keep it down, that's fine. Right knee taps the back of the right arm. Right leg extends out. If you want to bring your left knee down for support, you can. Right knee taps the back of the right arm. Inhale, extend it out. Right knee taps the back of the arm. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot back. This time lower Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Inhale, pull forward. There you go. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Reach it up and stretch it back. Please bring your left knee into your chest and step between your hands. Push down into your feet, rise up, crescent lunge. Take a moment, reconnect to your breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. We're creating that force field of protection, of support, of security around us with our breath. The sound of the breath insulating us from outside forces. Nothing outside of this moment or outside of ourselves really has power over us in this space unless we give it power. Which means right here, right now, we are the complete masters and creators of our own space. You choose how long to be here, how much effort and action you put into this pose. You choose how much power and control you bring into the pose. Flex your quads, hug your shins in, scissor your thighs together. It should feel like you're dragging the front edge of your mat and the back edge of your mat together. It's a lot of work for the legs. Now push down into the feet, deep in your lunge. Inhale. So good, my friends. Exhale, sweep the arms, hands to your heart. Come forward, warrior three. You're gonna pick up your back leg. Press your hands into your heart. Extend out through your legs. Breathe, nice. Beja, lift your shoulders a little more and then push your chest into your thumbs. That's really nice, good. Good, Shanti, lift your chest even higher, Shanti. Chest up, shoulders back. Harrison, extend through both legs, big stretch. All right, this is really be tricky. Right knee into your chest, stand all the way up. Keep lifting the right knee into your chest as you rise. Standing legs strong. If you want to hold on to your right leg, you can. Take your arms to the sky, lift your right thigh up as high as you can towards your right shoulder. Standing legs strong, nice, Gabe. Keep pulling your right knee up as high as you can. One more breath. Right ankle to cross your left thigh, please. Right ankle crosses left thigh. Figure four, like a chair pose. Bend your knee, push your hips back in space a little bit, and stretch your chest forward. If you can, bring your chest in towards your shin. Sometimes it's helpful to have the hands reaching forward out in front of you, or even bringing the hands down for stability. Hold and breathe. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Try to make your legs active. Tone your thighs. Squeeze your thighs together. Press your hips back and your heart forward. This next transition is really tricky, so just do your best. Left hand down under the left shoulder. You're gonna reach with your right hand, your right finger and middle finger to grab your right big toe. Now, as best as you can, start to stretch your right leg out to the right. Maybe it's bent a little, maybe the knee is bent, maybe it's extended out enough. You can play with it. Nice, Monica. Good, Harrison. That's it. Make your standing leg strong. Pull back on the toe, press out through your foot. Keep your left hand on the ground and step your right foot back. Reaching your right arm forward, side angle pose. I'll give you time to find it. Left foot is forward, left toes pointing forward. Right foot is back behind you, right toes turn in. Nice, good kid. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Harrison, get a little bit longer, actually much longer. Yes. Flex your quadriceps, squeeze your heels together. Imagine you're retracting your legs back into your hips. Draw thighs to hips, pull inward towards your core. In the center of your hips, push down into your feet, stretch through your legs, stretch through your right fingertips. Very good. Turn to your right, wide-legged forward fold. Place your right hand down. Turn your left toes in. You're going to turn to face the long edge, or at least turn to face so that your feet are wide-legged fold. There you go. Good. Big toes turned in. Inner thigh spin back. Feel like your hips are getting really broad, like your bum is kind of pulling away from itself. Press down into your feet. Extend out through your side body and pull the crown of the head gently towards the ground. Try not to strain at the neck or the chin. Lengthen through the side body. For me, it feels like I'm lifting my butt to the ceiling but pulling my chest towards the ground. And that's giving me a lot of stretch through my legs and to the side of my torso. Take one more breath here. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips, please. Pull your chest forward, extend out as best you can. Exhale, Skandasana. Turn your right toes out to the right about a quarter turn. Bend your right knee and lower your right hip towards your right heel. This is called the Skandasana. Just know the basic shape of the pose and do your best to get there. We'll take a few of these through our practice today. Heels down. That's it. Nice here. Hips back. Good, Shanti. Lower your hips even lower to the ground. Good, Gabe. Hips back, heels down. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. One more breath. Inhale. All right, here's where things are going to get real crazy. Exhale. Walk your hands back behind you if you need to. You're going to lower your butt down to the ground as best you can. So you're seated in that same shape. Okay? Your left foot's extended towards the top of the mat. Your right knee is bent. Maybe the hands are behind you, or if more advanced, reaching the arms forward. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder, just like we did when we were standing. Extend through your left leg, pull your right knee to your right shoulder. Then, if you can, extend your right leg up to the sky. It's going to be hard, but work towards it as best you can. Even if your leg is falling and lifting up, hold it for one more breath. You can also hold the right leg with your hands. Lower the right leg down. Very good, everyone. Take both arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, fold right down the middle of your legs. Fold in. Flex your thigh muscles. Spin your inner thighs down. Good, Gabe. Roll the top of your hips forward even more. Think about pushing your butt back to fold in. There you go, Gabe. Really good. Inhale, pull your chest to your thumbs. Fold in a little bit deeper. Exhale. Walk your hands back in. One more little round of this for our core, our hip flexors. You'll thank me for it later. Fingertips on the ground right between your thighs. Point your toes. Flex your quadriceps. Press into your fingertips and lift your feet up off the ground as best you can. Hold it for 3. Push down to lift up. 2. Nice, Shanti. 1. Lower the feet back down. Like nothing happened, place your right foot back next to your right hip. Pick yourself back up, Skandasana. Woo! Maybe you got to use your hands to get there. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, please. Place your right hand down. Open your left arm up to the sky. Side plank pose to the right side. Right hand is down. Left arm is lifted. Side plank pose. Very good. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Lift your hips up, reach your top arm forward. Place your left hand down and lower, Chaturanga. Stay low, feet together. Bring your big toes together. Pin your elbows back and pull your chest forward, Cobra Pose. Get longer. Rather than pushing up, pull forward with your chest. Downward dog, exhale, press back. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, please. Bring your right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Rise up, Crescent Lunge. So it's going to be the same as the first side. Take in all of the knowledge and experience you gained from that first round and apply it fully into this round. Flex your quads, hug your shins in, and draw thighs to hips. From the center of your hips, push down into your feet, stretch through your legs. From the center of your hips, lift up through your chest, reach through your fingertips. Breathe as you deepen your lunge. Breathe as you reach back through your arms. Nice. Hands to your heart, lean forward. Warrior 3, please. Float your left leg up. Drop your outer left hip, lift your inner left thigh. Standing leg is as strong as you can. Press your right thigh back. Chest and shoulders, pull your heart forward. Try not to let the shoulders drop. Breathe. Left knee into your chest, stand up, please. You can take your arms to the sky or grab your left leg. Pull your left knee up into your chest. Press your right foot down into the ground. Strong legs. Gabe, really good. Keep pulling that left knee up to the sky. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Sit back, figure four. It's like a chair pose now. You're gonna bend your right knee, pushing your hips back and stretching your chest forward. You can bring the hands down or reach the arms out or use anything you have around you for support or stability. Try to engage your legs more. So we talked about nothing outside of ourselves having power over us. Find the power from within. Flex your quads, squeeze your thighs together, press your hips back, reach your arms forward. Place your right hand down on the ground, grab your left big toe. Just like we did before, start to straighten your right leg as much as you can, extend your left leg out to the left as best you can. Breathe. That's it, you got it, Gabe. Breathe. Step your left foot back behind you, Kabeja. Circle your left arm forward. Side angle pose. Your right hand is down. Your left arm is reaching out in front of you. You're in a nice deep lunge, stretching through your legs. These look really good. A little bit deeper lunge, Shanti. Press through your back foot. Wrap your right hip back. Deepen your lunge. One more breath. Lean back. Place both hands down. Turn to your left. Wide-legged fold. Big toes turned in. Press down into your feet. Spiral your inner thighs back. Hands are right alongside, in between the feet. Very good. Head towards the ground. You're welcome to take this up into a headstand if it's part of your practice. You're welcome to play with any other inversion that might feel natural here. We'll take 2 more breaths. Wherever you are, that is where you are. Nothing outside of you, any say or judgment over what you're doing. So continue to shine and do your best from within. When you're ready, lift up to your fingertips, please. Left side, Skandasana, turning your left toes a quarter turn to the left. Bend your left knee, heels down, hips back, right leg extended. The left knee is bent and right leg is straight, hips back, heels down. Very nice. Here comes that fun part again where we're gonna work into our core and hips. Drop your butt to the ground. You're seated. I'll turn to face y'all just a little bit. Bring your left knee to your left shoulder. Stay here or extend your left leg up to the sky. If you want to hold on to your leg, that's fine. But do your best to stretch up to your heel for 3. Good, Gabe. 2. Nice, Monica. 1. Lower your left foot down. Take both arms to the sky. Exhale, fold in. Flex your toes, flex your quads. Press the top of your hips forward, spin your inner thighs back. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Place your fingertips on the ground between your thighs. Lift into your chest, point your toes, lift your legs up. This is working our core, our hip flexors, our psoas. Hold it. Be strong, be resilient. You have that power within you. Lower the feet back down like nothing happened. Left foot down, hips come up. Skandasana. Breathe. Walk your hands forward, back to the top of your mat. Place your left hand down. Open your right arm up. You'll thank your hips and core tomorrow. Right foot steps back, side plank on your left side. Left hand is down, right arm is lifted. Lift your hips up. Reach your top arm forward. Lower your hands down. Chaturanga. Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths, everybody. In through your nose, out through your nose. Remember, Keo, walk your feet back again. And back into that full down dog. Yeah, there you go. All right, rock forward plank pose. This is our last little bit of strength. We'll do that flow one more time at pace. You're gonna bring your elbows to your ribs, lower halfway down for 3, You bring your knees down if you need to. 2, 1, press back up, plank pose. Very nice job. One more time, rock forward to your toes. Bring your elbows to your ribs, lower halfway down for 3, 2, 1, press back up, downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. Here we go, lift your left leg to the sky. I wanna get one more of these in. Follow along the best you can. Left knee into your chest, step between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge, take your arms to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart, warrior 3. Come forward, float your right leg up. Bring your right knee into your chest, stand all the way up. Take your arms to the sky, maybe extend your right leg out in front of you. Point your toes. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sit back into your hips, reach your arms forward if you can. Place your left hand down to the left, grab a hold of your right big toe. Open your right leg as best you can out to the right. That's it, Harrison. Good. Step your right foot back, side angle pose. Reach your right arm forward. Big step back with your right foot. Turn to your right, wide-legged fold. Option, this is a good place to catch your breath or take it up into a headstand. Your choice. One more of these. Tilt the hips forward. Lift the legs up. Maybe they come together overhead. When you're ready, come down and we'll continue to move. Inhale, lift up to your, nice Monica, lift up to your fingertips, good control. Nice, Shanti. Exhale, Skandasana, right knee bends. Lower your butt to the ground. Pick up your right foot, extend the leg up to the sky. Lower the right foot, get your arms up to the sky. Fold in, right down the middle. Inhale, sit back up. Place your fingertips on the ground between your thighs. Point your toes, lift your legs up. Exhale. Lower the legs down, breathe in. Place your right foot back down. Lift your hips up, Skandasana. Come back to the top of the mat. Side plank pose to the right side. Right hand down, left arm lifts just for a breath. Place the left hand down, lower, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Last time through. Right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Warrior 3. Lean forward, float your left leg up. Bring your left knee into your chest, stand all the way up. Take your arms up, maybe you extend your left leg forward. Make your standing leg strong. Left ankle crosses right thigh. Sit back, bring your heart to your shin, reach your fingertips forward. Place your right hand down, grab your left big toe. Extend your left leg out to the left as best you can. Even if it's hovering low, even if it's bent a little bit, that's it, Beja. Big step back with your left foot, reach your left arm forward, side angle pose. Turn to your left, wide-legged fold. Grab your feet or ankles, catch your breath, or last chance to go up, headstand, forearms down, elbows under shoulders. Bring the back of your head inside the palm of your hands. Lift up to your tiptoes. Tilt your hips forward. That's it, Shanti. Good, strong legs. Extend out through your legs. Breathe. So good. Tilt the hips forward to lift the legs up. And when you're ready, make sure you're still extending. Elbows to the toes. Lower down. Let's finish strong together. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Focus on you. Exhale, Skandasana, left knee bends. Lower your butt to the ground. Lift your left leg up. Take your arms to the sky. Lower your left leg down. Fold in, exhale. Roll the thighs down and the hips forward. Flex your toes, flex your quads. Good, Harrison. Make your legs more active. Toes flex, quads flex. Yes, walk your hands in, fingertips inside the thighs, point the toes, flex the quads, lift the legs up. Nice, Gabe. Press the fingertips, lift your chest, Gabe, lift your legs. Yes, lower the legs down, bend your left knee, Skandasana, pick up your hips. Come forward, side plank pose, left hand down, right arm to the sky. Step it back, you got it, friends. Side plank on the left hand, right arm reaches forward. Right hand comes down to the ground, lower, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the ground. All right, sit back. We'll do this just for a minute or two of some playtime on our hands, working into crow pose or one-legged crow pose. Okay, here's the crow pose. So you might start, actually everyone meet me here. Meet me in a squat right now. Come into a squat. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here are your choices. From a squat, you can just stay here. Heels down, chest lifted. This might be where you stay today. Option 2, finding your crow pose. Hands down, knees into the back of your arms. I want you to notice that my hips are lifted here. I'm not dropping my weight onto my arms. I'm lifting myself up off the ground. Thighs pull into the ribs. Low belly draws up and in. Lean forward. I'll try to keep this height in my hips as I come forward so that I'm not dropping in. I'm lifting up. Elbows hug in, belly pulls in, thighs lift to ribs. Right? That's crow pose. And as best you can, you're not letting your weight rest on your arms. You're pulling yourself up away from the arms and the ground. Okay. Next, if you want to practice your one-legged crow pose, which I know some of us are kind of there already. We did a lot of this work in the class. Right, knee to the back of the arm. Lift your thigh to your ribs. Hug your elbows in. Look forward, rock forward until the left leg comes up. Okay, so your choice. You can stay in your squat and just enjoy a lovely squat sensation. You can take a crow pose. Hands down, thighs pull to ribs, draw the belly in. Look forward, bend the elbows, hug the forearms in, lift the feet up. Or that one-legged crow, bring your knee into the back of the arm, wrap the elbows in, lift the thigh to the ribs, lean forward, float your right leg up. Wherever you are, remember to breathe. There is nothing outside of yourself that has power over you now. So focus on you and your journey and what you need right here and now. Good, Harrison. You got to go forward a lot more. Instead of a hop, just lean into it more. Keep going. Lean forward, lean forward. Nice height. Good lift. Harrison, that was really good. It looked like you're going to float up to a handstand. If you are in the practice of transitioning your crow pose into an inversion, you can take it to a headstand or a handstand now. Let's play with it just for another 45 seconds or so. Good, Monica. More lift to the low belly. Very good. Nice, Beja. That's awesome. Gabe, I think I want you to look forward a little bit more in that. So you're not dropping your head as much. Just look forward a little bit more. See if that gives you better balance. Yeah, oh, yeah, there you go. Looking forward, bend your elbows. So all of us can definitely bend our elbows more, okay? We don't want to be afraid of getting into that bent arm shape and holding it. Try squeezing in to help you contain the bent arm shape, right? So we're trying to hold it here, almost all of us. with our shoulders right over our wrist, bending the elbows as little as possible. It's gonna require more effort than that. Gotta lean into it and bend the elbows. See how far forward my shoulders are past my wrists? Really wanna get into the habit of going past your wrist. Bend your elbows, hug your forearms in, get into it. And it's maybe not gonna happen right away today, but it's the practice. That's it, Monica, keep going even. Yes. All right, sorry, we went a little bit long, so go ahead and finish up the last round of whatever it is you're working on. We'll come into pigeon pose on the left side. Any questions? Y'all, the key is practice, just like so much practice. No shortcuts, unfortunately.
Stephen, I have a question actually.
Yeah.
On the crow. So I find that in that inversion I was doing, it's way easier for me to kind of get this concept of the knees are really balancing on the upper arms. Obviously, because, you know, the head takes a lot of the pressure off.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, in terms of getting into the right stance for crow pose, I feel like it's different for me every time. Sometimes I like try to balance the inside of my knees on my elbows, but I don't get much lift that way. And then the other way, it feels like very awkward to get into.
This is a great point, and a point of much contention in the yoga world. Switch sides, everybody, right shin forward. The different ways to categorize the crow pose. So let's go. You can take your pigeon pose and I'll kind of show you. One option is one we worked on today, having the knees tucked up into the back of the arms, which for some of us, you know, the back of the arms are sensitive. If you don't have a lot of triceps built there, it's gonna maybe bruise or feel not so great on the back of your arms. And unfortunately, the only answer for that is to just do it until it doesn't, right? Like, real quick story, when I was younger, I did gymnastics and we had to do the parallel bars where you have to bring the back of your arms onto the bars. And I would walk out of there with like bruises and blood vessels popped in the back of my arms. This is like a young boy. And then over time, it just stopped happening. Like I couldn't even tell you the transition. One day it just wasn't there. So my body got used to it. Yours will too, but it depends on how much you practice it. That leads me to option number 2 for your crow pose. And if you can see, this one's a little bit, I think, trickier to get into because you have to have more open hips. But I'm gonna drop my chest inside of my thighs more and cross my shins over the back of my arms. And believe it or not, this is gonna be a lot less pressure on the back of your arm. You'll come forward, wrap the elbows in, because now you can squeeze your knees into your shoulders. So it's a lot less pressure going down because the squeezing is causing lift. So this is another option. It's a much tighter tucked position. You can see how inside of my thighs I am. It does require a little bit of hip mobility as well. And the last one is bringing your knee to your elbow. So I'm gonna revert back. So now with the knee on the elbow, there's less pressure on the muscles and the like kind of the tissue. Knee on the elbow can be a little wobbly, but when you find it, it's really stable.
And your kneecap is like pressed into your elbow, not hugging on the sides, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
The only one where I was on the sides was the one where I crossed my triceps across my shins. Now my knees are on the outside.
Got it.
I would suggest for most of us practicing crow that when we're doing it, we're trying very hard to not bring our thighs to our elbows with the knees wide. We almost always want in thighs to ribs as much as possible. And that takes practice as well. This is a great question, and I can probably talk about it for 2 hours, but instead, we'll come to seated. Look what you did. You opened up a can of worms you weren't ready for. Sit up nice and tall. Did that help a little bit, Deja?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'll try that the next time I do it. I've been struggling with it a lot lately for that reason.
it is a real thing because I understand that I have a little bit more muscle on my arms than most people. So it doesn't feel like a lot of pain to bring my knee to my arm, but it can definitely feel not great. And we don't want things to feel bad in yoga. We want to feel good in our yoga practice. Go ahead and fold in, press your feet together, thighs apart. Something else to say about it too. And the last thing to say about this, because again, I could talk about it for 2 hours, is that when you do get comfortable with the knees on the backs of the arms, that sensation of pulling up, of drawing in, of lifting, is keeping the pressure from being too much on your arms as well. And that comes from core strength, developing core strength, especially in your low abdominal muscles and hip flexor strength. So it's sort of like one thing leads to another, you know, like it's not just like, let me just place my knees in one place. It's, well, actually we can do the work on the core, we can work on hip flexors, and it's really, that's how the practice unfolds. That is where we get a yoga practice from. It's not just one thing, it's this full body experience that we get to play with. Slowly come up, stretch your legs out in front of you. Shake them out. Hold it. Press the top of your hips forward towards the tops of your knees. You get a little more mobility in your pelvis and hips than just in your upper back, right? Press your thighs down, press your butt back, pull your chest forward. Just 2 or 3 breaths. Harrison, looks really good. So from there, Harrison, pull your elbows towards the ground to keep rolling the hips forward. There you go. And then push your butt to the back of the mat. Yes. All right. Friends, let's finish this up. Come down onto your backs, bring your knees into your chest. Let's finish with just an easy twist, taking your knees over to the right side and looking over your left shoulder. Easy, deep breaths, please. So just a reminder, I can only speak for here and now. This is sort of my domain of expertise, but right here and now, there's nothing outside of us that can affect us. It's just our own thoughts, our own feelings, what we choose to give power, what knowledge we choose to pick up and utilize. This is, in this space, in this moment, we are the masters of our own universe, the agents of our own experience. Knees to the left, agents of our own reality, rather, okay? With that being said, there's no judgment unless you let it filter in. There's no expectation unless you give it power. All there is this opportunity to gather knowledge and experience. Because there's no judgment, there's no labels of good or bad, best or worse. It just is the acquisition of knowledge and experience to utilize in further adventures in this space and possibly beyond. Bring your knees into your chest. Last pose, grab your feet, happy baby. Rock it out a little bit. In this space, you are the ruler of your universe. How will you choose to feel? What will you choose to gain or let go of? And you find a path free of judgment. Okay, lower your feet down. Find a path full of bliss, of an expanded awareness of self. Let's lower back for Shavasana. Just take all of that in for a moment. Start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Stretch out your arms and your legs. Take a deep breath in. Oh, it feels good. Exhale, side out, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. And rock your way up to seated, please. Sitting up tall, close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. So maybe once we leave this space, we aren't the masters of our reality anymore. However, we can't always choose what happens to us and what happens around us, but it's always within our power, almost always within our power, to choose how we feel about it, how we respond and react to it. You're looking to use your yoga practice beyond this space. More than anything, remember you have that power of agency over self, to choose and guide your own thoughts and actions, your own knowledge and power, not just here, but beyond this space. Let's close with one Om. Exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. The light in me honors the light in you. May that light shine brightly for us all. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, everyone. Great job today. Thanks so much for joining in. If you have questions, comments, requests, or feedback, if you want to get into a heated dialogue about crow pose, let me know. I'm ready for it. Stephen Arcos Yoga on Instagram or Facebook. You can find me by email, Stephen@StephenArcosYoga.com. And if you have the ability to give, I greatly appreciate it. Venmo, I'm Stephen Arcos Yoga, and you can do paypal.me/Stephen Arcos Yoga. And if you missed any of that, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll help you out with the information. But thanks again for joining in today. Reach out, even if it's just to say hi. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.